lot of things to do, so I really appreciate you guys doing this focus group. Now, the purpose of this focus group is to get your guys' insight, because you guys are part of the mass, right? We want to find out what you do know, what you don't know about a certain brand. Okay. Every answer is important. There is no right or wrong answer. So when someone is speaking, let them finish, but definitely feel free to respond to each other's responses. We encourage that. Because it's a smaller group, I would love for each of you guys to at least answer a few questions, right? And a lot of these are opinion based, so like I said, no right or wrong answers. Okay. One more thing I did tell you guys. This is going to be on YouTube. It's going to be viewed for everybody to see. So, with that, let's begin. I want to ask you guys, with the raise of your hands only, who has heard of GNC? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 out of 8. That's good. Now, I'm going to show you a logo. And for those, and for Sahar, you've never heard of GNC.
No.
When you look at this logo, what do you think this company is about?
Cars.
Cars?
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys heard of it, so you guys know exactly what it's about, right? Okay. So, and you're questioning. So now I'll let you know what GNC is about. GNC is a vitamin supplement store, right? For people who are active and fitness conscious.
Actually did think it was a car.
Okay, good. You know
I heard the two and they both look familiar. I didn't put them together.
that's kind of the general consensus for people who don't know. So raise your hands one more time. Who is active or fitness conscious? Okay, even a little. So 7 out of 8. Now, what do you guys think about using supplements such as vitamins, protein powder, or even meal supplements?
I think that even though you eat stuff for nutrients, I feel like your body, depending on how big you are and how much fat you have, I feel like you need more nutrients to supplement your body. So I feel like it is natural to take supplements, vitamins, and all that.
I'm kind of the opposite. I take protein, kind of basic stuff like that. But once you start getting into really your whole diet consists of vitamins, and you go to the store and you just don't eat any real food, and I don't think that's really good for your body. You should try to eat more, just regular whole foods, fruits, vegetables, stuff like that. Instead of
I guess it's a balance of both then, because I take just multivitamins and stuff like that, but I'll still eat normally, so on a consistent basis, and still fairly clean, splurge here or there, but a little bit of both, supplements and eating clean.
And then hopping back, if you do have a busy schedule, you can't really cook yourself a full food pyramid meal. So the one thing that you're gonna do is just grab whatever's there. So
I feel like it's really easy to just kind of skip out on you're not really as conscious of I've had this much fruit today or this many veggies or whatever, especially as a student. You're so busy that sometimes it's a vitamin's just kind of needed.
Okay, so from listening to you guys, it's really, you guys are really saying incorporate it with your meal, but don't strictly go on it and make that a majority of your daily diet, correct?
I disagree with anything chemical, so I don't eat anything like vitamins, multivitamins, supplements, nothing.
Okay.
That's why I don't know GNC or any other brand.
Okay. has anyone here been to or been inside a GNC store?
Yeah.
Show of hands. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 out of 8. Okay. For those who did or have gone into the GNC store, what kind of feeling do you get in, or when you go into the store as a customer? What do you find that is good and bad?
When I only went in there when I was younger with my brother, and he was super buff, like super fit. And when I first walked in there, I felt like kind of like puny, you know? And I'm like, this is kind of weird. I don't know if this is like my type of atmosphere, but everyone in there is pretty helpful, and like you just go in and you go out, type of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really easy to get like overwhelmed in there because you walk in and immediately you just see all of like these tiny little boxes and everything just has like the same names. But it kind of helps that like I feel like every time I go in there it's not busy. So I kind of just like bug the workers, like the one that I go to all the time, like we're kind of just like buddies at this point. So like I'll stay there for like an hour and like just talk about like what everything means and everything. So like I get stuff for myself, for my grandpa, things like that.
Are they helpful as far as informing you on ingredients and what they do? Do you feel like they're informative?
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of used to like one particular guy. Like I more or less like know his schedule at this point, but he is probably the most helpful retail associate that I've ever met, just because he's really into that. You can tell he works out like consistently. He knows what all the supplements mean, and you know, I have a question, he just like knows it's good. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
I trust him.
Yeah, okay. So you do feel some kind of trust between customer and the associate, right? So when he
Yeah.
tells you, you're like, okay, I will take this. He doesn't sound like he doesn't know.
He doesn't try to like upsell me. I think that's what what made me trust him in the first place. Like I mainly started going in there at first because my grandparents are getting older. If you tell them like go out to like Target or whatever and get some pills, like they won't do it. So I kind of just like went out and started doing it myself, and the fact that like he didn't try to upsell me and he was just trying to give me like as much information as possible really helped.
Chris, you mentioned you went into GNC. What's your consensus and feeling about GNC?
I haven't been into GNC, but I've been into other like supplement stores and
Mhm.
stuff like that. I mean, I was just looking for like basic protein powder, and I
Mhm.
kind of knew the one I already wanted, so I just like went for it. But
This is a good follow-up question. Why did you decide to go to a competitor instead of GNC?
it was closer to my house.
Yeah, just convenience?
Yeah.
Okay.
When what I've noticed is that GNC is like usually a part of a mall. So if I were into all that supplement stuff, like I wouldn't want to go to a mall just because I wouldn't want to run into anybody, because it's like daily interaction. I don't
Nice
know.
to be buying.
That's just me, but I haven't really seen a GNC like separate from a mall, because it's always, I mean, like the malls that I've been to, there's GNCs. So
Yeah, they are a lot like that. That is a place you do see GNC a lot, and they do have standalone, or not standalone, but stores, independent stores as well. Now, you guys have an idea of GNC. Do you guys have a feeling that GNC is inexpensive or expensive or average pricing?
I've never really bought anything there, but hearing from like other people, they do spend a lot of money on it, so I'm assuming it's pretty expensive. And like hopping off of what Tanya said, she goes to one person because he is reliable and he doesn't really upsell. So I feel like if I were to go there, I feel like I would kind of get ripped off, because people would sell me like the most expensive thing they have because they get like, I don't know, they get commissioned or whatever. But
I feel like they're actually on the pricier side, and speaking to the point you just made on the upselling and commission, I personally have been to a GNC where they steered me away from like a name brand to their particular product because I feel like they do get more commission off of that.
I was gonna say, I sometimes use creatine, and like a small bottle from GNC will be a certain price, but like I'll just look it up on Amazon. You can buy like a huge bag for like a cheaper price, like per ounce or per gram.
Like when you go on Amazon,
Yeah.
are you looking for the GNC brand?
No.
And it's cheaper, or are you
Like
looking
for
at
for a
competitors'
specific
price?
supplement, like the prices are usually cheaper on Amazon.
Like the brand you're looking for at GNC is offered there, but it's cheaper to buy it on Amazon.
Right.
Okay, so GNC, they do have their own brand as well, and they also carry competitors' product too, just for you guys to know.
I think that's like the one hard thing about like companies like nowadays, just in general, that sell like supplements or just like, I don't know, anything really that you can buy on Amazon is like, Amazon is such a huge like factor nowadays. Like you can just get what you want with Prime in like one day and you already have it at your doorstep versus going out to these stores, which is like a problem for those stores.
Now, Amazon is their competitor in distributing and stuff like that too. You mentioned about getting it on Amazon, getting online. What do you guys feel about shopping in a store and online? I want to know your guys' opinions about, you know, products that GNC carry and their competitors. So purchasing online or in the store. What are you guys' feelings?
I would much rather purchase from the web, like from Amazon. Especially because like with something like supplements, if you take them every day, then after, like, you basically can map out when you're gonna run out, and you can just do a recurring purchase. So just send right to your door around the time that you're gonna run out. And you really have to do, if you're lazy like me, you don't wanna get up and go to the store. So.
Any other thoughts about online and store purchasing?
Hopping off of Eric's idea, I mean, I could get lazy, so I'd rather order something online for it to come to me rather than going to the place and actually picking it up. And it is something, I don't like supplements, well, to me, but like for an individual who uses it, like, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it is easier to buy things like online.
Now, I know Tanya goes to the store, okay? There's something that you get from the store that you don't get online, and it's the information that basically you go there and the research is done for you. What do you guys feel about that, the pros and cons about purchasing GNC products online or in the store?
I guess if you don't know what you're looking for, it's nice to have someone in the store to like kind of like talk to and give you like feedback, kind of like how your business associate did.
Personally, I think it's helpful, but then you're only going off of maybe that one associate's education that they may have, or feelings or thoughts. So if you go online, you have the ability to do your own research too if you have any questions.
I just don't trust people. So like, not saying that like
Just
anybody at GNC would like try to screw people over or whatever, but like I'd be kind of wary of anything that they would tell me about, like, oh, if this brand's better than this brand for XYZ reason. Like, I don't know, I don't trust people. Like, just feel like they're doing it to sell like the more expensive one.
I guess it's just like a personal like preference then at that point, like whatever you're comfortable with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you feel better doing it online, you're gonna do it online versus someone who's maybe like used to like going into a store will feel more comfortable, so they'll go to a store.
Who prefers buying these type of products online with a raise of hands? And then the rest of you would rather do in store?
I don't buy.
Obviously.
I'm like half-half, depending if like I want to get a new supplement and I've never tried it. I'd rather like talk to an associate who knows better than I do. But then like online, I'd rather like obviously I'm gonna get things that I've used, so I'm more comfortable with that.
So you're saying online purchases, you are already knowledgeable,
Mhm.
right, with these types of products.
Yeah.
And then if you guys do want to, you guys go into store and like have them really explain to you what each ingredient does, right?
Yeah.
That's probably the pros and cons about it. Now, their competitors are Vitamin Shop, Amazon, CVS, and Walgreens. So GNC is a store that sells this, okay? But they do have their own products. So that's why some of these, wow, these are like more stores than the products itself. Do you believe GNC is a well-known product? I know you guys haven't heard much about it, but just knowing of what you know with your peers and everyone else, do you think it is a well-known brand?
For their products itself, like GNC,
GNC
or the store.
The store, what they sell, what they represent, because they are a fitness company.
I would say amongst people that like are fit or work out or do use supplements, like GNC is kind of a staple. You probably know about GNC.
It kind of depends like what group of friends like you're with. Because there's like a particular group where they're like, if they're really into sports and they're like athletes and everything, they know what GNC is. But like if I'm hanging out with like some girlfriends that will like moderately work out or like rarely ever, they're not really familiar with it. So it kind of just depends like who you're with, I guess.
I would agree. I do feel like it's more towards fitness than wellness, personally. Like any supplements, I might go to like Vitamin Shop, for instance, more than I would think to go to GNC.
I don't think a lot of people know what GNC has just because they don't really advertise that much.
I would say for like the average person who like moderately works out, they might not be like super familiar with the company. Like someone who's like everyone else has kind of been saying who's very into fitness would probably know, but like the average person, maybe not.
Okay. Everyone, do you guys consider you guys as average in knowledge? So if I had to ask, and I'm kind of going to go down starting with Eric, if you were to go today, where would you go? And then we'll just,
Which GNC shop or
where to get supplements, vitamins,
I would go on Amazon.
Amazon, what brand would you, do you
I
have a
would
specific?
probably find like an off brand or like a brand that's not, it's not even a brand, like they just sell supplements by weight.
So pricing is important too?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, Chris, I'll ask you, you can tell me where you shop and what brand you would shop.
I mean, it kind of depends on the pricing and like if I get paid soon or not, because otherwise, like Walmart sells like protein and stuff for like $15. That's fine for me. But like if I have a little more money to spend, or if I want to like get a nicer product, I might go to GNC or